All right, boys. Episode 28. Don't spoil the ending. How are we?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Very well.
Good. I'm Joe.
Hi, I'm John.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Joe. Yeah, how are we all? Are we good?
Still suffering a bit with man flu, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Got a bad cough. Still on the verge of death, but...
You got over your man flu, Joe? Or?
I'm a bit better. As you can tell that like last week was like a stamping time of me being really bad, like ill. But this week I'm feeling a lot better. So
Your voice is sounding a lot better.
Yeah, it's sounding great, and I'm bang up for it this week. Yeah, so I'm on my energy drink this week because I drove John in. Storm Brian is battering England right now.
Yeah, it is bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So does this mean that we won't be getting a drunk Joe on the show anytime soon?
Last two shows I've drove in because now I can drive. Now I can drive.
We're just going to have to rearrange it to go at your place one week just so we can get drunk Joe back.
Yep. Sober Joe is now on this show. What are you on this week, Nick? What are you drinking?
Me, I'm on gin.
What have you got with your gin?
Well, it's got ice and Fanta lemon.
I like it. See, a lot of people would turn the nose up at that and go, "What are you doing?" Right?
It is amazing.
I've had gin and Tizer before. That's a cracker.
I like Tizer, and obviously I like gin, so that might be a winning combination for me. That one.
It's a match made in heaven.
Is it?
Yeah. Gin.
Love a bit of gin.
Gin and Fanta lemon though. That's also a good shout.
Have you had it before?
I have.
It is amazing. It is. It's just Fanta lemon with a kick.
Yeah. I feel probably gin and tonic is probably still the best with a good lime in it.
See, I was always told it was, I think it was by you actually, John, that it's a bit tangy, it's a bit...
bitter.
Bitter, that's the word, sorry. So I was like, it doesn't sound like my cup of tea, that.
Your cup of gin.
We were out the other week for the unspeakable night. And I was given gin and tonic that night. I was like, this is the best drink I've ever had in my life. Why have I not had this ever before? It's now refreshing.
Now you're a gin drinker.
And now I'm spending £25 a bottle on my alcohol.
£25 a day, every day, all day, every week. Yeah. What are you drinking, John?
I'm on lager. Yeah. Boring. Yeah. Yep. Carling lager.
Carling lager with gin or?
Just a lager for now.
Just a lager. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, this is the first beer I've had for like 2 weeks after that man flu.
Oh, is it really?
I didn't even think of that. Yep.
Yeah. Well, good luck with it.
Yeah.
Off the wagon.
I don't know if I should say, I mean, it's not that bad to be fair, but like when you just said that you're having gin with your beer, it reminded me of when someone had rum. Oh, I won't say who it was. Someone had rum with beer on the train up to...
was that when someone put... they'd finished the can of beer off on the train and then they put some rum in the empty can because they had nothing to drink the rum out of.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was mad that, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know who's stupid enough to do that.
Me neither.
That was on the way to watch Suicide Squad.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, that drink may as well have been a suicide on the way to it. All right, well, let's talk about stuff we've watched and done this week.
Oh, do you want to mention Inman?
Oh, of course, yeah. Let's talk about that.
Gone missing again.
Yeah. He's in Barcelona this weekend, isn't he?
He is.
In fact, he'll be watching Barcelona right about now, I think. They're playing tonight.
Yeah.
So he's in Barcelona.
Well, yeah.
How long has he been there for?
Like 2 days.
2 days?
I think 2 days.
So he's only gone a few days ago?
Yeah.
Oh, fair. I genuinely didn't know when he went.
Yeah, he's gone for the weekend.
Well, last week he said, I can't be on next week. And I was just like, he must be playing football or something. Not knowing he was
he signed for Barcelona. They need a new left back. Yeah. Left back in the changing room. Yeah, so he's had a bit of an incident over there, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got a bit of form with this, hasn't he? He's basically been mugged in broad daylight in Barcelona, from what we can gather.
There's probably a difference between mugging and pickpocketing.
Yeah, I mean, did he not take the phone out of his hand, though?
Well, he messaged us earlier on WhatsApp, didn't he? Yeah. Right. Yeah. John, I was waiting for you to...
sorry, I was making sure my phone was on flight mode.
I thought you were looking for the story.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, so he got pickpocketed, ran after the guy. The guy fell over.
Yeah.
And threw the phone
Threw the phone on the way down, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some cosmetic damage to the phone, a few minor scratches, but...
not smashed, thankfully.
Yeah.
My favourite bit of the whole story, though, was how he was like, and afterwards we just casually walked off. I was just like, Fair enough. Like, I don't know how I'd react in that situation. Like, I don't even know if I'd chase a person. I think I'd just be like, what?
If it's Sam, I reckon he probably had a beer. I mean, if someone nicked my phone, I'd be running after them. Not very fast, but
like my first thought when like they said like he chased him down. I was like, did you kick his head in? Like you, like someone steals your phone, you kind of want to give them a good hiding, don't you?
yeah.
I'd love to have seen that whole affair kind of thing. Him just chasing after the person like that. That'd have been good.
But Barcelona's like pretty famous for like pickpockets around the place. Aren't they?
Yeah.
If he'd have caught up with him and gave him a battering, it'd be like, the Spanish government giving Catalonia a battering, which is topical humour.
But yeah, Swinman's not here. He's getting mugged in Barcelona.
safe travels home. So.
And just like we've mentioned on the pod before, when he went to Krakow, how he lost his like all the money he took with him.
Yeah,
this happens to him a lot, doesn't he? Like one, I think he didn't zip up his bag or something. No, I think that someone literally just went in his bag, didn't he? And took all his money.
That's what he says. Maybe he got really drunk at the airport. Maybe he got really drunk in Barcelona and just had to message just saying, "Oh, this is happening."
I mean, he definitely got his phone back because
yeah. How else would he have messaged? That's true. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah.
But yeah, no Sam this week. No Jono.
Yep.
Why is John not here?
Just another week off, I think.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about. Later in the show, we've got Eden Lake, which is our main film review of the week.
Yep.
Have we watched any other films or anything this week, film-wise?
Yeah, I've got a few things. Shall I jump in first? Have you got any games first you want to do or anything? Or
do you want to do films? Then we'll go TV games.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'll just jump into this one first. Have you guys heard of this documentary on Netflix called Long Shot?
No.
Only from you.
Yeah, a short documentary, like 40 minutes long. And it's about a guy, I think, called Juan Catalan, I think he's called.
Juan?
Hispanic guy living in California who was accused of murder. And it's a bit like Serial, this. I don't want to tell you anything about it because it will spoil the documentary for you, but he was accused of the murder of like a 16-year-old girl. And it's all about how he and his lawyer come up with a defence and try to prove it wasn't him. But you have to watch it just to like see the twists and turns in the case and stuff. It's only 40 minutes, you know what I mean? It's not not going to take a big chunk of your time, but it's not so much a well-made documentary. It's not very well made. It's just the actual story behind it and the actual twist that's involved. It's pretty amazing kind of thing. So it's definitely worth watching just for that. But
awesome.
Yeah, check that out. It's on Netflix, Netflix documentary. So yeah, give it a go.
Sounds like something I'd watch. I'd be interested in watching it. Like,
Yep.
I'm interested.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm light on films this week. I've not.
I've watched like an old classic.
Titanic.
No, it's from the 80s, is it, John? 70s?
1982, I think.
1982. John knows everything I watch. No, it's The Thing. I watched The Thing. Not the 1950s one.
Not the 1951, The Thing from Another World.
Not the 2011 one.
Not The Thing part prequel, whatever it was.
But I watched the 1982 one with Kurt Russell.
Yep.
It's because it's October. I've been trying to watch like horror films. It's not. I won't.
Shocktober.
Shocktober, yeah. I've not been. I've been trying to watch like scary films and the like, but this isn't scary. It's just it's quite weird and gruesome. Have you seen it before, Joe?
I think I've seen the later version.
2011 one.
Yeah, but I didn't pay much attention to it.
Was there lots of jump scares? Is this why?
Yeah, I'm not watching jump
You're not
scares.
interested in them, are you?
No.
Just bore you, don't they?
Yeah, boring. That's the word. Yeah.
No, but
well, like I like the idea of The Thing, and like, I obviously haven't seen the older ones, but
it's really good. And obviously, Kurt Russell's isn't in it, so anything with Kurt Russell, you can't really turn your nose up at, can you? Like, it was amazing. Like, to be honest, it's just so weird. Like, there's a dog at the beginning. I think I can spoil it. There's been quite a few years.
35-year-old film, yeah.
Yeah. There's a dog at the beginning, and I was watching it. I was like, oh no! Basically, he was being chased by a helicopter, and they were shooting at this dog. I was like, leave the poor dog alone. What are you doing? I was so close to going on doesthedogdie.com.
Is that a website?
It is the real website, yes.
All right.
I think you can find out if cats die as well. So if you want to know if a dog or a cat's going to die, doesthedogdie.com.
And for Joe as well, there's where'sthejump.com. All the jump scares. Put it out for you in every minute of the
I
movie.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
A website for everything.
Backpage.com. If
Reference,
referencing Louis Freud, we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
soon.
we'll talk that in a bit. But basically, this dog's being chased and it's being shot. I'm like, oh no, poor dog. And then it flips it on its head, and this dog's actually a monster that turns into some weird transforming creature.
Yeah.
Turns into a transformer.
Yeah,
So it sounds like what you were about to say.
A big metal robot. Yeah,
Turns into Optimus Prime.
it's good though. I'd recommend it if anyone's not watched it since the 35 years it's been out.
It is a classic, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It is an old classic.
It's my third favourite film of all time, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your second favourite?
Second favourite, Alien.
I see. There's a bit of like your
monster films. Yeah.
Top 3 films are The Thing, Alien, and Jaws.
Yep. All monster horror films.
Yeah. Maybe that's what you like.
And they're all within like a 7-year period.
Yeah. True.
Yep.
Anything else in The Thing? What would you rate it?
I gave it a 4 out of 5 because I've already rated it this week because I've been doing them like week by week. I've been watching a horror film. I've been rating it by how good I thought the film was, which was 4 out of 5, and how scary the film was. This one was 1 out of 5 because it's not scary. It's just good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I just jump on the thing as well? I'll catch it. What was I going to say then? Going to The Thing. What do you think about the ending where Kurt Russell and... I forgot his name now. Oh, God. Keith... can't think of his name, the black actor at the end. What do you think about them two surviving at the end? And did you think either of them was the Thing, basically?
I didn't think
Keith
Kurt
David,
Russell was. I thought Keith David.
Yeah.
I thought he was.
I think there's video from one of them, you can't see the breath, even though they're out in the cold. So people have always said, like, oh, God, it means he's the Thing.
Oh, right.
I think it was just a filming thing.
Okay.
They just didn't catch his breath, kind of thing. Yeah.
I thought, was it Keith David?
Yeah.
I thought he might have been it at the end, but yeah, I for some reason, right till the end, I believed in Kurt Russell. Right till the end.
Just love the way it finishes with them two, just saying, we'll just sit here and wait a while, and it just ends like that.
Pretty much to die as well.
Yeah.
Well, no, sorry, John. Like you finish your point, then I'll jump in.
Just one other thing. I think
we need a t-shirt. One last thing.
I think it's pretty much a perfect film, apart from one bit in it where they have the older guy. I can't think of his name now either. Locked in the basement of the shed or something. And when they go out there to find him, it turns out he's the Thing, and he's built like a massive spaceship under the ground. It's just a bit goofy. It's like, you've built this out of nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's everything else in the film is perfect. It's just this really goofy idea that they go out to go and catch him, and he's built this giant spaceship under the ice, and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's my only little flaw with the film, but other than that, I love it. Yep. Sorry, Joe, I cut you off then.
I was just going to ask, where's the Human Torch in this one? And the Invisible Girl.
Very good.
The only thing that bugged me was I was looking everywhere to watch it, and Amazon Prime had the 2011 version on it. Netflix, I think that might have. No, I don't think it had. I don't think that had anything on it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I ended up having to spend £7 on YouTube of all places to actually purchase it. I didn't rent it. I purchased it on YouTube. I now own a film on YouTube.
Right.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh yeah.
£7.
Oh yeah. I knew you could do it, but
I didn't know you could buy stuff. I thought you just kind of paid to watch stuff.
I don't know anyone who's ever bought anything off YouTube.
Well, I wanted to watch The Thing.
What thing?
Just one other thing.
I'm actually going to get a t-shirt made. I actually am, You with your finger up like that.
Also check out The Thing 2011. I mean, it's nowhere near as good as the first one, but it's quite interesting. It ends where the first one starts, where it ends with like that Norwegian helicopter team chasing the dog over the ice kind of thing. Yeah. quite an interesting little prequel, but yeah, definitely worth checking out.
The one in 2011 is called The Thing.
To The Thing, yeah.
But it's a prequel to The
bit
Thing.
confusing. Prequel to The Thing.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, we're done with films?
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, I've got a couple of Blade Runner films
sorry.
to talk
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Have you guys got nothing else? No.
No.
Not for films. Can you try and not spoil any of the Blade Runners for me? Cause
Yeah, not a problem.
I want to watch both of them.
I'll start with the first Blade Runner. I've rewatched it this week for the first time in years. It's actually, do you know the history of this film? There's like 5 different cuts of it now. Over the years, it's just changed so much. And I watched the final cut this week for the first time, which has been out for like 10 years now, but I've never got around to watching it. And I think it is far and away the best version of the film kind of thing. It's loads better than the other versions. But they're all amazing, but like one of the big differences is that the first version of the film that came out, I had this on VHS like when I was a kid, but it had they put voiceover throughout the whole film, so it was Harrison Ford narrating the film as it went on, because they thought the audience wouldn't understand what's going on because it was such a kind of visionary film and what have you. And like all the cuts since then have removed that voiceover. This might be where my hatred of voiceover comes from, like with the Shawshank Redemption and stuff. It's just a lazy way of storytelling kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they've gone back and removed all that, and they've just made it much more of a visual, much more visual storytelling as opposed to Harrison Ford does this, then he does that, that kind of stuff.
I'm not sure how I feel about multiple cuts of the one film, like that many. Because
I agree.
I'm not a fan of Star Wars, but from what my knowledge is, they released Star Wars and then they sort of re-released them decades later, but added loads of CG monsters in when CG was a big thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
like that sounds awful.
But the thing is, they did that in 1997 for the special edition. Then when the Blu-ray came out like 5 years ago, they went back and changed it again, and it's like, just stop tinkering with it. You know what I mean?
I can understand, like, you have your main cut of the film, and then you have your director's cut. We go, this is the actual film, but like. And I can probably say, all right, Blade Runner, if they say this is the final version of this film, like decades later, I'll be like, okay. But I don't think I like multiple cuts of one film. It should just stand as one thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. For me, it gets confusing. Like, E.T.'s done this. There's a couple of versions of E.T. now. There's a couple of versions of Close Encounters. And, like, there's stuff in each version that I like. So it's like, well, which one do I watch now? Do I watch the original version? Do I watch the special edition from like 2001? Do I watch the special edition from 2007? It's like, they've all got different things that I like and different things that I don't like. So, you know what I mean? It just confuses it. And you end up watching all three just to make sure you've seen everything about the film kind of thing.
Can I just ask, you said you watched the final cut.
Final cut, yeah.
Where did you watch that?
Why?
When? Where? Sorry.
On Blu-ray.
Oh, do you have it on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Because I was hoping it would be on like Netflix or something, because I've actually never seen it, and obviously we're going tomorrow, aren't we, to watch 2049?
2049, yeah.
And I was just hoping to watch it. Now that you've told me 10 cuts, I'm not quite sure.
Well, all right. Question then, John. Like, for me and Nick who haven't seen the first one, like, would you recommend the final cut as to be our first viewing of that film?
Yeah, definitely the final cut. Just watch that. Forget the other ones. Just watch that version. Yeah.
What was the third or fourth cut?
There was the narration version. There was the director's cut in like 1990, and I don't even know what the other two versions are. To be honest, I think they're like a producer's cut or something like that. But they brought out a special edition like DVD briefcase like 10 years ago, and it had all 5 cuts of the film in that briefcase.
That's so I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I've never seen the other two. I've only seen like the original director's cut and this one.
Is there such a thing as a producer's cut?
Yeah, there's a Spider-Man 3 just got a producer's cut.
Really? I didn't realise producers had cuts.
Yeah, Halloween 6 for some reason it's got a producer's cut, which is meant to be like better than the other versions. But really? Yeah, it's a bit weird. But as well, if you're going to watch it, try and watch it on Blu-ray, because there's little things that I've never picked up on before. This is the first time watching it on Blu-ray, and there's a thing where like the replicants, their eyes kind of glow gold whenever they're on screen. But I listened to the audio commentary for this as well, and Ridley Scott says that glowing gold thing is only for the audience. The people in the film can't see that. That is only meant for the audience, so you know who's a replicant kind of thing. and they're explaining how Douglas is.
Right.
And it then showed up on camera as gold kind of thing. Like it only records on camera. It doesn't know why you're doing it.
Yeah, I like weird little techniques like that.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. Just one final bit on the first film. The big theme, especially after watching part 2 now, this is not a spoiler, but like loneliness is like the big thing of the Blade Runner series. The Blade Runners just don't have a life kind of thing, you know, they're just doing the job and that's it. And that comes back in part 2. Like you mentioned, I watched Blade Runner 2049 last Sunday, I think it was. And this for me, I thought at the start of the year, Alien Covenant would have been the big film for me that would have been like number 1 of the year. This does for the Blade Runner series what I hoped Alien Covenant would have done for Alien. It kind of revitalises the series, but feels like a legitimate follow-up, you know, like Alien Covenant felt like half reboot, half sequel. This just feels like a genuine sequel to Blade Runner. The fact that Harrison Ford's involved probably helps, you know, got about the old cast and stuff like that. But I loved Blade Runner 2049 as well. As I mentioned, better than Alien Covenant. There's some great ideas in the film, and one of them has already been done in another film. I don't want to mention what it is because it'll spoil it for you, but I really feel like if they'd have got this film out a bit earlier and done it first, it would have been mind-blowing, but the ideas would have been done in another film recently. But again, that deals with loneliness, that kind of thing. But it's great. It looks amazing. It's Denis Villeneuve as well, who did like Prisoners, Rival, Sicario. Just done all amazing films so far, and this is another one. Yeah, it's an easy 5 stars. They're both easy 5-star films. Yeah. Loved them both.
Yeah. Your film of the year this year up to now?
You know what? Well, I think I've given Dunkirk a 6 out of 5 this year.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a 6 out of 5.
I reckon we talked about doing a Christmas show where I reckon what we could do is we'll invent the Deasties, which is like the Oscars.
Yeah.
But obviously more prestigious because we haven't got paedophiles as part of the sorry, rapists.
Allegedly.
So we've got a much cleaner cast of people than Hollywood. So the Deasties will be a more prestigious award.
Obviously.
Yeah. I think we could come up with a few awards for the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Harvey Weinstein will be getting something. He'll be on some list.
Okay, was that all you had on Blade Runner?
Yeah, that's everything for Blade Runner. Yep.
Do you want to dive into Harvey Weinstein?
Can do, yeah. Do you not mind?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Let's go into it. Just to say, we did Tiptoe last week.
We did.
I did have to edit some stuff off of that show. There was one where I had to edit an entire 3 or 4 minutes out because you two had said, I'll bleep this out, but basically you two said had been accused of rape. But I looked it up and it was sexual harassment.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to leave that in, but I'm also going to bleep out all the relevant information for what I just said.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
It's a funny borderline. I mean, coming on to the Weinstein thing, we've got a couple of updates for you if that's okay. Like we mentioned last week, I'm trying to keep on top of the story, but there's just so much stuff day by day breaking, you can't do it. But the main one this week, Harvey Weinstein has been accused by Lupita Nyong'o, who was in like 12 Years a Slave, and she does all the motion capture for Maz Kanata from the Star Wars films. She's accused him of sexual harassment as well, saying that when she was just like a college student, she got invited up to his hotel suite, and when she got there, he was expecting certain things from her. I mean, my first thought with that is like, what did you think was going to happen in that hotel? So, do you know what I mean? What did you think you were going up there for? A chat? Like.
Yeah, film offer.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think she probably got a film offer.
Did you see the actress who plays Xerxes on Game of Thrones?
Oh,
she's also accused him of sexual harassment.
I saw that. Yeah, what was that to do with?
I'm not sure.
I saw the headline, but I didn't actually read into it.
No, I didn't see much else other than that. I saw she'd made an allegation.
Yeah. Can I move on to Bob Weinstein, who's now been...
I was about to direct it in that way myself.
Yeah, who's now been dragged into the mix.
Yeah,
he's now been accused of sexual harassment by the showrunner of the Mist TV show on Netflix,
really?
Amanda Siegel. Yeah. Now, I actually read what she accused him of, and it sounds like he invited her to dinner 3 times. I'm like, is that sexual harassment now?
I read that and I don't know how to feel about that because there's 2 sides to everything.
Yeah.
And it sounded like he just kept inviting her for dinner and she did go with him at least once. but he might have just been pestering. He might be a bit of a pest.
Yeah.
But
if that, if that's sexual harassment, we know a few people who could come under the same. Allegedly. Still love you.
I'll be editing that. Did you see what Quentin Tarantino said about the Harvey Weinstein saga that's ongoing?
I've heard a bit, but go on, I'll let you tell it.
Well, he said that he knew enough to do more than he did. So he basically saying he knew that he was aware of a couple of instances where he should have really done something about it, but didn't. So yeah, he's come out with that statement, which obviously doesn't paint him in the best light.
I was going to say, like...
Because it's people like Quentin Tarantino. I'm not saying people like Quentin Tarantino, but it's things like that that are giving it such a bad reputation that people know about it and they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, I like Quentin Tarantino. I like his films. He seems actually like well, I wasn't a nice guy, but he seems like a guy that I'd probably be able to have a good time with. But like, I feel like the fact that he's just come out now and said I could have done something. It's like, yeah, you're basically trying to make yourself look a bit better by saying this now, aren't you? I feel like he should have either said something at the beginning or now. Just he didn't need to come out and say.
Yeah,
that.
He could have stopped other people being harassed and all sorts.
Yeah.
Which kind of puts a black mark against his name, doesn't it?
I mean, it's funny the whole kind of these actresses were proposed by Harvey Weinstein on the understanding they were then going to get like Hollywood parts and stuff. Well, like, where do you draw the line? Because like Eli Roth married a Chilean actress who's gone on to be like in every one of his films. So it's kind of like, I'm pretty sure she married him on the understanding, look, I'm going to marry you, but you put me in your film. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know if it's the same thing.
It's definitely not the same thing.
Do you not think so?
Oh, like sexual harassment and sexual assault against, I've married someone and they happen to be in my films.
I mean,
like Helen, what's her name? Helen Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
She was in lots of Tim Burton's films.
I was just going to say that, yeah. Is that you wouldn't consider that as sexual harassment, would you?
Well, no, not so much sexual harassment, more like the understanding of, look, I'll marry you, but you'll put me in your films.
I don't know. On that one, I think it's more they know what roles they could be suited for, and they'll be able to, they know the talents. So, like
Rose McGowan's been involved in all this, the actress from Charmed and stuff.
Yeah,
and she married Robert Rodriguez, who was like a big Weinstein director. I just find that coincidental.
Yeah,
that he did a lot of Miramax films. He married her. She's been accusing him for years, to be fair, of sexual harassment, and no one listened. Now that it's all kicked off, everyone is on her side, kind of thing. But yeah, I just find it, is that nepotism when you're putting like your wife in films and stuff? Or was it actually family members nepotism? I don't know. But when does that?
I don't know the exact definition.
Yeah, I don't know. When does that become sexual harassment? When they get divorced, maybe.
Yeah, can't say I agree with you on that one, John.
Yeah, cut all that.
I can't actually remember the exact people who did it, but have you seen that like people from other industries are starting to come out now?
Oh, I did see this actually.
There's a big tidal wave of loads of people coming out now saying like, right, I've been harassed, I've been sexually harassed. Like it's kicked some off this now.
To come out about the fashion industry that came out, which was probably more obvious because everybody seems to know that's already going on. But also the music industry, which there's been instances of the likes of Kesha was involved in a lawsuit over the last couple of years, and Tom Jones recently came out saying that he was propositioned in his younger days.
See, that's what I think it was a male singer. I don't think it was Tom Jones, but there's another one I think who's come out and said like, yeah, I think I was.
Yeah, Tom Jones said that it's rife in the music industry.
Yeah. It's mad that how it's just so it's everywhere like that. It's madness.
Let's hope it's not in the podcast industry, boys.
Yeah.
I mean,
have we got any female future members lined up?
Right, should we move on?
Yeah.
Let's move on to TV then.
Okay.
Louis Theroux, yeah.
Let's
talk about that.
I watched it.
Yeah, I watched that last night, so it's fresh in my mind.
I watched it a few hours ago, so it's even fresher in my mind.
Oh no, got me beat.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was about prostitution and the horrors. Basically, Louis Theroux's current series is Dark States, So he goes to dark states.
Yeah, I didn't find this one as good as the heroin one. I think I enjoyed the heroin one more. I say enjoyed.
You saying
that sounds a bit bad, that. But
are you saying you enjoy heroin more than prostitutes? Why have a favourite?
But no, I think like the first episode was better. Like I feel like I learned a lot more about what's going on in that particular town with heroin, more than I did about prostitute. Like from that prostitute one, I seem to just feel like I learned that most prostitutes are happy, even with pimps, but in general, pimps aren't good. I think that's pretty much what I picked up from that episode.
You picked up that prostitutes were generally happy from that.
Yeah, I did. Because even at the end, there was one prostitute who was like, oh, do you not want to leave? You know, the one that was like 35-year-old, she used to be married. And it's like, oh no, I love it, kind of thing.
I think she was delusional though. Do you know what I mean? Like she's too far gone.
Yeah.
She was the one who was she was like Italian.
Yeah.
And she had a profile as 27, but she was actually 37.
That's correct, yeah.
And now she doesn't have any money, just gets the money back off the pimp. Like,
although at the end of the episode, it did state that she had left a pimp and she was now a freelancer. So
yeah, and the pimp had got sentenced for prostitution.
Yeah, well,
prostituting. Yeah, I thought it was pretty harrowing. Again,
did you? I've got to admit, I didn't enjoy it as much this week as the one before. It felt a bit pointless and wandering to me. This one, do you know what I mean? They didn't seem to actually drive at any kind of point with this one, other than just let them be on camera doing the thing. Like,
I don't think you can really have a bad Louis Theroux documentary though. I think like I think I said last week, this series for me isn't particularly coming up in anywhere near my favourite Louis Theroux series or shows before, but I still think they're good documentaries. They're still worth looking at.
No,
they're definitely good. Like,
I really enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is just being like, do you know where you enjoy something, but then obviously when it's not as good, you shit all over it. But technically, it's still good.
No, I don't deny it. It's good. It was a good episode, but like I'm comparing it to the first episode. So I'm not comparing it to any of the other ones. I just don't think it was as good as the first one.
I'm still comparing it to all the other ones where the. Remember when he went to the one with all the paedophiles and they were all in like this hospital?
Yeah, I did see that one.
That one, and then there's all the older series where it was it Louis Theroux's Weird Weekends?
Yeah, Weird Weekends, yeah.
Like the porn one and stuff. Like some of them were just mad.
Yeah.
Like I compare it to them sometimes when I shouldn't really.
Yeah.
I should just look at it on its own merit.
Just going off a bit of a tangent with that. The No Contest Louis Theroux page on Facebook.
Yeah, it's on Twitter as well.
On Twitter as well. Yeah. We've all seen this, haven't we? One issue I've got though, the episode from the clip from the brain injuries episode, where there's a young lad who's had a bad accident.
Where he gives him Lucozade or something.
It's to do with what football team he supports.
This is one of my favourite quotes ever. This is the
thing that I like. The No Contest page picked up on it and kind of said like, "Look how funny this is with No Contest." And it's the brain injury guy saying, support Arsenal, we're going to win the league this year. And he's like, did he support Arsenal before or after the brain injury? But it's not a case of no contest. I feel in the actual episode, that was a joke.
That was a joke.
Like,
that was, yeah.
So I don't know why they're pushing it as if like, out of context, this is really funny. It's like, no, it's really funny in context as well.
Yeah.
That's just one little issue I just wanted to
No, that's one of my favourite Louis Theroux like quotes ever.
Yeah,
I think he meant that as a joke.
Yeah.
It's just the way he probably does it. It's like, did you support Arsenal before or after the brain injury? It's like
totally deadpan.
It's amazing. He's always doing that though. He's always cracking little snide jokes.
I think so.
If you looked at Louis Theroux from a different angle, he's a really bad person. Like he's just constantly like just taking the mick where he can. Like on this latest episode,
it's definitely like. Oh, sorry, go on.
Sorry, I was going to say on this latest episode when he's talking to the woman who met the trucker, right?
Oh, the black woman.
Yes. Yeah. So she was prostituting and he ended up like sleeping with her and that.
Oh, this Jax, was it?
I can't remember his name.
His name was Jax.
Maybe your memory was fresher than mine. But yeah, where he basically square up asks her in front of him, are you playing him? Like, are you hustling?
She gives like an excuse to him to the trucker. And Lou's like, do you believe her?
She's just stood right there.
Yeah.
But then later on in the episode, he square up asks her when he's not there, And he was right. She was hustling. And it was, that's how he gets the story in it.
Yeah. That's what I love about Louis. Like you mentioned before about the little comments, it's all faux sincerity, and that's what gets him the info kind of thing.
I think it's real sincerity, mate.
Do you think so? I think he's playing a character almost.
Oh, I like both ideas. I like the idea of him being sincere and the idea where he's doing it in a not a sly way, but like a faux sincerity as well.
I think nowadays he's a lot more sincere than he used to be. He's become a lot more serious now, hasn't he? The Weird Weekend stuff, he was definitely on those episodes just, being faux sincere to them and just playing along with what their delusions kind of thing.
That's it though, isn't it? Like as the show has got more serious, like Louis Theroux's documentaries have got more and more out there, like dark. Yeah, I think the sincerity's probably become more real. Because if you go back and look at the UFO ones,
stuff like that.
He's like, what the fuck? All right.
On this episode, he does it again on this episode though with a pimp, doesn't he? In the prison cell. Yeah. He's talking to him, and he's just being so cheeky to him and stuff. It's like, what? You can't say that. I know he's behind glass, but he's a fucking convicted criminal. Some of the things he was saying, I can't think of anything he was saying. I'm so bad at quotes, but I was sat there going, you can't say that, like what you doing? But to be fair, the pimp wasn't saying anything better back, was he?
No.
What was one of the things?
One of the ones was when Louis was like, what if she left? Would you give her any money? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, how much? Nothing.
So good.
So yeah, I like the episode.
So just one last thing on the current episode. One thing, I don't know if it's just me looking into it too much, but I feel like there's an element of acting going on with the subject matter. That Nikki, the 37-year-old prostitute, I swear, like there's one bit when she lost the money and the pimp was fuming at her. I just think she was hoping Louis would bail her out or something.
This is the exact thought that came to my head.
It crossed my mind, yeah.
I was like, she's just hoping Louis is going to give her more money. She was hustling Louis, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to give her some money.
I did.
Yeah. And in the last episode, there was that Kalita girl who I just felt like she thought this was the 15 minutes of fame kind of thing. Oh, there's a camera crew following around. This is amazing.
Yeah.
See, last episode, I felt there was a lot of actors in there. Yeah. I genuinely thought she was that 37-year-old prostitute. I thought she was quite genuine for the most part. Do you know when she was like getting upset about like family members, a family member dying and stuff? I actually kind of think she's being truthful here. Yeah. Like I say, I like there's a girl in the heroin episode. I thought she was definitely acting. I was like, she's here just for a 5 minutes of fame. That's all she's there for.
Yeah.
But in this episode, like I thought she was being genuine. Apart from then, when I thought she was like, she's definitely hustling Louis here to just get a few, like what was it, $250 or something?
I think so. Yeah.
I was like, imagine if Louis gives her that.
On camera, Louis giving money to a prostitute.
There's one bit when like he goes into like a motel room with her, and just before he like is about to close the door, he just gives this look to the camera. It made me laugh a bit. Just some of the looks he gives to the camera and stuff. It's so good.
All right, let's move on. Did we watch The Apprentice this week, John, or have you not watched it?
I did. Yeah, Nick, you're not a fan though, are you? But
well, I also half watched this episode. I went to the pub on Wednesday drink because work night. But I went to the pub and it was on in silence. And I was watching it and they all look like a bunch of idiots.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, they are.
like all of them just and in silence. I don't know if it's this way, not in silence, but they all looked like they were acting. It didn't look like a genuine people. They looked like they were actors.
I called them characters last week.
Well, I think that's what they are. I think they are characters, and this is from me watching maybe 5-10 minutes of it in a pub in silence.
Yeah, they're not actually actors.
I think they are.
No, these people exist in real life. We know a few people like this who, if they went on The Apprentice, you'd be like, this isn't a real person. Like everybody knows people who could go on that show and act like that. They were doing robots this week. Programming their own robots. Some of that was really bad, like bad planning, bad everything.
It was. I mean, that the board they made to sell the
Jeffrey Simon board.
Jeffrey Simon board with grammatical errors on it and stuff like that. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, awful.
Yeah.
Programming a robot to say, "Hi, my name is Jeffrey," and then calling it Simon.
Yeah, we'll just change it to Simon. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just one bit. With the girls' team, when they were working on the robot and coming up with like a name for it, I can't think of the lady's name, but there's one girl who wanted to be project manager that week who didn't get it. She was like, "We need a name like Shrek or Eat, one syllable, quick fire name, quick fire." And Jade English, the project leader, was like, "Okay, let's just shut up for a second and think of a name."
Yeah.
Just shot her down, and they came up with Ebot, and she was like, "Yeah, let's go with Ebot."
There's a lot of bad blood in that team. With all the women in.
That was my question for you. Whose side are you on in the Siobhan Sarah kind of fallout?
Sarah was she's the goofy one, isn't she?
Siobhan's the one who's always negative. Sorry. First of all, it was Elizabeth Siobhan. Elizabeth's the goofball, and Siobhan hates her.
Right, yeah.
Quite rightly, because she's a
Siobhan's the one who's always moaning.
Always moaning.
Yeah.
And she was moaning during this task, but I think she was right to moan a lot of the time. They were shit. You know what I mean? And then in the car, they had like this meltdown where Sarah was like saying, "Oh, you're no competition for me. You're no competition for me," and you're always moaning negative. And like, it just seemed like a real like office moment, like kind of thing you can imagine David Brent saying kind of thing, like, "Oh, you're no competition for me." So, well, she is, because she's on the show.
She's literally competition.
Yeah.
Is Sarah the one with brown hair?
Yeah, the one who was the project manager in week 1, I think it was.
Right, okay.
And she was moaning. She was moaning about the fact that Siobhan was moaning, and it just became this big negative, like.
Yeah, Siobhan for me is in the wrong.
Do you think so? I think a lot of her complaints were right. She was really negative about it, but like Sarah, the other one, made it personal against Siobhan. Whereas Siobhan wasn't being personal about it. She was just saying, "These ideas are all shit."
Yeah.
You're all shit.
See, for me, I think the wrong person went this week.
Who do you think should have gone?
I can't remember her name, but the project manager. The one who...
Oh, Michaela, for the boys?
Yes.
The one who moved over, Michaela?
Yes.
See, I quite like her, just the fact she's a bit down to earth. And she's from Bolton, I think, by the sound of it, so...
Oh, what? So she's from the northwest?
Local girl, yeah.
Local. Hardly local. Bolton. No, for me, it should have been her.
Really? I mean, she was crap.
I mean, I know they got rid of the guy who got called Tory Boy.
Oh, that revolting Tory specimen. Yeah.
No, he was a creature, but she should have went, because that poster and change the name like that. Yeah. That's abysmal. You can't do that.
One thing I did like about her, she kind of sold herself short, I think. The bit when Alan Sugar was saying to her, "Why didn't you do the other task, pitching it to the companies?" And she was like, "Oh, well, I'm just not confident." When the answer really was, she's better at face-to-face selling. Yeah. And that's why she went on the street selling the toy robots and did really well with that. Yeah. Why didn't she say that? But she was like, "Oh, I'm not confident enough." I was like, "What? You on TV on The Apprentice?"
Yeah, that for me was a sort of damsel. Oh, look at me moment.
Please don't fire me.
Last point on The Apprentice. I can't remember her name. It's the goofball.
Elizabeth.
Yeah. It was when she's doing the pitch, and he's like, "So why are you selling 1,000 of these?" And she just goes, "Just a nice round number."
Oh God! Yeah. I forgot about that.
No research, just a nice round number.
Yeah.
You want to buy 1,000 of them? Just amazing.
We were talking in work. She's one of those people that she'll go under the radar, getting away with all this goofball behaviour until she's forced to be project manager. Then she'll be gone. Yeah, straight away.
At the moment, from the limited amount that you've seen some of the people, you've seen a lot of her, and I quite like her because she's just a complete goof.
Which is funny.
I like that.
I'm still sticking by James White to win. He's my prediction.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
All right, let's move on from The Apprentice. I wanted to talk about The Simpsons.
Yeah.
So The Simpsons hasn't been good for a long time, but it used to be great. They're doing I think it's this Sunday in America. Oh, sorry, last Sunday in America. Since we're recording before it'll air, but this episode will be out after it's aired. But they're doing a mockumentary on that famous episode 25 years ago of the baseball team and how Homer got struck by lightning and he had that magical bat.
Yeah.
Which, basically they're doing a mockumentary on whether the bat was like a magic bat. And how the Springfield, what did they call them? The Springfield
Isotopes.
Was it the Springfield Isotopes?
Is that right?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So how they got so far in the league and all that. Yeah. But they're doing a mockumentary on it where all these baseball players are like doing interviews and all sorts, but it's also speaking to people like Carl, but as the Simpsons character, like just going, "Oh, Carl, what did you think of the Isotopes run and all this?"
When you say mockumentary, it's like going to be animated. It's going to be in the Simpsons world. And
from the trailer I looked at, it was like going to be half real people interviews.
Really?
Yeah. So it's real, like the baseball players talking about what happened on the episode. But then it'll cut through to like Homer sat on his couch talking about his run with the team, like years earlier.
Is this going to be a Simpsons episode?
I think the way it's working is it's going to be an hour-long special, and then it's going to be the baseball game afterwards or whatever. And then that night they're premiering the latest House of... the Halloween episodes?
Oh, yeah. The
Three House of Horrors. Yeah. So they're going to be...
So it's not actually going to be an episode, it's just going to be a special.
I think it's going to be a special on the same night as the new Halloween show.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to watch that. I want to see what it's like.
I'd love the idea of that. I hope they cover the whole controversy over Daryl Strawberry's sideburns.
That's one of like the best moments in one of the best episodes of The Simpsons. So like they've got to bring it up.
Like Mr. Burns has been nagging him the whole show. Get rid of those sideburns. He comes out at the end with like no hair on the side of his head. They're still like, Strawberry, get rid of those sideburns. Mr. Burns, I don't know what you think sideburns are, but
what was the name of the one who fell into like that portal? Like he went into like a tent and he just fell forever. One of the baseball players. God. I have to get him on and like just get him to talk about where he's been.
Oh, that episode is so good.
I think the Wall Street Journal, I think I read on I don't read that generally, but they had a thing on there where it was the top 5 Simpsons episodes ever, like the most essential ones. That was one of them. Yeah. Obviously. Like I want to go back and watch a load of Simpsons. I was on Facebook earlier. I don't really like talking about Facebook, but there was a compilation video of old Simpsons clips, but it was 6 minutes of Homer, like, having conversations with his brain, and like they're just the best. So I like one of them that's on there. It's the quote from the Mr. Plow episode. So he's just crashed his car and it's been pulled away. He's got the insurance guy like outside saying, "Now this place you were at, Moe's, is this a business of some sort?" And then Homer's brain says, "Don't tell him you were at a bar." He's like, "Well, what else is open at night?" And then Homer says to the guy, he goes, "It's a pornography store. I was buying pornography." It's just the best. I've got another one of the quotes as well. This is a short one. Mr. Burns like opens up some secret chamber in his room, and the wall like slides up, and there's Homer sat on the chair eating like a sandwich. And he's like, Mr. Burns goes, "Who the devil are you?" And Homer's brain goes, "Don't panic, just come up with a good story." And Homer goes, "My name is Mr. Burns." So, yeah, it's classic Simpsons moments. Like some of those shows, like those moments are so well written.
Can I just jump on that? Like another classic bit for me was there's an episode where Mr. Burns doesn't know who Homer is, and Homer is driving him mad, the fact that he can't remember his name. And so he resorts in the end to like graffitiing all over his walls in the office. "I am Homer Simpson, I am Homer Simpson." Mr. Burns walks in and catches him doing it and goes, "Who the devil are you?"
Oh, what a show. We need to do a show 1 week on the Simpsons.
Oh, we should definitely pick out an episode or something.
Oh, yes.
That'd be so good.
Oh, I love that.
Or the movie.
I've never watched the movie.
Never watched the movie?
Oh, bloody hell. No, I've never.
My God.
The one with the pig.
I've never heard John go so high pitched.
This with Spider Pig or whatever.
Spider Pig, yeah.
It's not as good as the very best of the TV show, but it's definitely worth watching. It's funny, like, it's really good.
I'll give that a watch.
We should definitely do that 1 week.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. Let's do it 1 week. Let's get Antichrist out of the way next week before we go on to the Simpsons.
This is going to be the Halloween special, isn't it? Antichrist.
Yeah.
We're doing it the week after that, then.
Yeah, I reckon so. Let's do. Let's put it in the diary now.
Definitely the week after, but double bill: Antichrist and the Simpsons movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Has anyone got any other TV stuff? I've got a couple other things.
No, I think I'm done.
You got any TV, Nick, or shall I carry on?
I've got nothing. I don't really watch much.
I wanted to bring up Mindhunter, which is on Netflix, which none of us have watched yet. But all three of us have heard really good things.
I will say I'm glad you brought that up because it sounds amazing. This show.
I really want to get on it.
Do you know anything about it?
I know that it's a slow-moving crime sort of drama, which it uses real life inspiration.
I've got no spoilers because I've not seen it, but from what I've been told anyway, like personally, I expect it to be a kind of another cop drama where they're gonna go and like what's the word I'm looking for? They're gonna
CSI or something.
Yeah, CSI kind of thing where they're trying to like find out who killed this weird body that they found. But it's apparently it's not like that. They're just kind of going around different police stations and they're kind of giving like talks on like psychopathy, I think it is. Psychopathy, whatever it's called. and like when they're on the way to the different police stations, they'll stop off at like a prison and they'll just talk to like a serial killer. And like you say, I think these serial killers are actual real serial killers out there. Like I was told about, I'm not going to tell you what it is, I don't want to spoil anything, but I was told about one of the serial killers today that they spoke to, and it just sounds mental. And the idea that this guy is like a real person that did this to real people, it just blows my mind. And I really want to watch this.
I'm really excited to watch it.
Yeah.
I think I'll definitely get onto a few episodes this week.
Yeah.
I think we all should, to be honest, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm up for that for next week. Yep.
Let's park that one there for now, then. We'll get on to next week. Want to talk about some games? Is that all right?
Yeah, for it, yep.
Street Fighter 5 Arcade has been announced, which, if you follow Street Fighter, which I've only really started doing sort of recently, I've only ever bought one Street Fighter game, and that was Ultra Street Fighter 4, because when Street Fighter 5 came out, I was like, I'm not going to buy that because it looks a mess, but I'll go buy the last complete game they made, which was that Ultra Street Fighter 4 edition.
That was the issue. I bought Street Fighter 5 when it came out, and like I say, it played great, played amazingly well, but it's just there's no game there. There was no content.
There was no content to the game, was there? Yeah. That was one of the most ramshackle sort of releases I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Where they turned an entire community, not entire, they turned the majority of the community against them. Yeah. Like, it was such a shambolic release. It just wasn't good at all.
Yeah.
When Tekken gets released every year, it's always got loads of content in it. It's one of the reasons why I like Tekken. Street Fighter, though, yeah. They're releasing the arcade edition, that's what they're calling it. But this is basically going to be Street Fighter 5, but the actual version of Street Fighter 5 that should have been released. That's what I'm gleaning from it.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's going to have all the like extra DLC on it. It's going to have the extra modes that weren't there on the original game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll have a look at that definitely, but I'm not going to dive into it unless I'm certain they've not fucked the fans over again, because that's how it looked the first time. And I was never a Street Fighter fan, but looking in from the outside, that's how it looked.
Were you a Street Fighter fan?
Yeah, I've always really liked Street Fighter, but you've kind of covered my issue with it there.
Did you feel like you were fucked over with that?
I mean, I didn't. I'm not that bothered about. I still played it online loads, just the online versus, but the issue for me is that you always know that if you buy a Street Fighter game, 6 months to a year down the line, another version of this game will be out. It'll be a load better kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like where, you're always waiting for a better version of the same game kind of thing. Like you mentioned, it gets ridiculous. It's like Ultra Street Fighter 5 Arcade X Plus Alpha. It's like, whoa, just give me a version of the game that I can play, stop bringing out a new version every 6 months kind of thing.
Yeah, it's the way they market it, isn't it? It's just, I don't...
It's a bit too overboard.
Yeah, it's like, you're trying to rinse the fans of the game as much as possible.
Which like you mentioned, that Street Fighter 5 release was a bit of a shambles because they knew themselves they had no game there. They just released the bare bones of what would pass as a video game. I think all you could do was play 1v1 and online. That was it.
I heard they were
like 12 fighters or something.
I got this was a rumour, so I can't confirm whether this was actually the case, but I heard they rushed that out to try and get it ready for the latest sort of fighting circuits, for the competitions.
It coincided with the arcade release and stuff once.
Yeah, but
there was a new arcade version out or something like that.
That's so wrong.
Cynical, yeah.
Yeah, like it's just a cynical release of a game that's not finished to get it to coincide with something else. It's just
But I did the same thing on PS3. I bought Street Fighter 4. Then like 6 months later, the Ultra Street Fighter 4. I was like, great.
See, I bought Ultra Street Fighter 4, and there's loads of content in that. Like I've enjoyed playing that.
Yeah.
But if I'd have bought Street Fighter 4 when that first came out, I'd have had half the content. Probably not as little as 5 to this new arcade version, but okay. Right, I've been playing. The only game I've really put any time in this week is I've been playing the Game of Thrones game. I've played the first 2 episodes in the past, and then stopped playing it because there was no other episodes out.
You replayed them, or?
Yeah, so I've replayed them. They were free on PSN recently.
Yeah. Did you download the entire game that time?
The first time.
When it was free, sorry.
Yes, so I got the full thing, and yeah, I think it's good.
I think I got about as far as you. I think I've completed the first 2 and got about halfway through the 3rd episode. And I loved it. I don't know why I didn't go back, to be honest.
Well, I loved it the first time and then didn't go back. But this time I'm midway through part 4.
Oh, are you actually?
Yeah, so it's good. I am actually enjoying it. I feel sometimes that the decisions don't really mean anything because that's the sign of a telltale game.
Yeah.
Like as much as Wolf Among Us is one of my favourite games of the last few years, but you know it's Telltale have a way with games, don't they? Yeah. They're either glitchy, they're not perfect. I don't have any problem with it, but
no, I don't myself. But you mentioned there about choice or the lack of choice. The end of episode 1 of Game of Thrones has a big shocking ending to it.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Whoa, that is good." But I went back to see if you can change it, and you can't. And that will always happen, no matter what you do. You know what I mean? You are stuck down this linear path. They're just trying to create the illusion of choice, going through it.
I will say, though, that ending to that first episode was really well done.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with a game with the illusion of choice because you'll get a few little tiny cutscenes or slightly different parts to it. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really worth playing. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, it's definitely something you should have played by now.
Does it fit in between Series 4 and 5?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Around that time in the series, anyway.
Yeah.
They're on this one. Daenerys was about to go into Marine.
Well,
so it takes place before that.
I feel like on the thing you're kind of stood on the outside while Joffrey's dying.
The purple wedding happens.
Yeah,
and you don't see it, but you are on the side.
You're on the sidelines, aren't you? So is that between 4 and 5?
That was Series 4.
So the end of 4.
Well, halfway through 4.
Oh, so it's actually
earlier than I thought.
It's actually in season 4 that it takes place. Okay,
I forgot about that. Yeah,
I'm really enjoying it. To be like you got one of your characters up at the wall. That's always interesting.
Yeah, the character involved with the purple wedding, is that the handmaiden?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So you end up running away.
Yeah,
and go into Tyrion's room to go look for something. But this is it. You go and find like a decree. I don't know if this is a spoiler, but you go find a decree which will help your family.
Oh, as the handmaiden, yeah.
Yeah. So like you go get it. It's from Tyrion's desk because Tyrion basically says you can go get it if you want it. He didn't say go get it if you want it, but he says it's on my desk.
You have to get it, don't you? Though after he's been basically shipped to, is it Marine he's going?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you have to get it after he's already been shipped off, don't you? So
you grab it and then you've got 2 things. You get a choice and you either send it or burn it. And I was like, fuck it, I bet everyone sends it. I was like, I'm just going to burn it. Let's just get rid of this. Because I was thinking it can't change anything that drastically, as I've just said. Like nothing really changes that drastically. But yeah, as far as Telltale games go, I think it's a good one.
I mean, you've spoke about The Wolf Among Us.
Yes.
Obviously Game of Thrones. Like, is there any other ones, like Telltale games you like? Because obviously there's big ones. There's The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead I really enjoyed.
Did you play it?
Yeah. I think it's like a playable comic, isn't it? I've enjoyed it.
There's obviously Jurassic Park and Back to the Future and that kind of thing.
Jurassic Park's not one that I've played.
I've never played it, but I know that was one of the first ones.
It's meant to be garbage, the Jurassic Park one. I never played it myself, but
you mentioned the Borderlands one. I've got that next on my list after Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
because I like that with the Telltale games, you can kind of box off an episode in 2 to 3 hours. So and that's by doing everything as well at the same time. So after this one, get Borderlands on the go.
Yeah.
I think that's only 4 episodes as well.
Really?
I think it's 4 or 5. I think.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is 6, isn't it, I think?
Yes, I think it's the longest one. I'm sure Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, I'm sure they were
Only 4 or 5, aren't they? Yeah.
5, I think.
The best one I've played is the Batman one, the Batman Series 1.
I don't think I've played that one yet.
It's amazing, that one.
I'm waiting for that to be
if
free.
you like the Telltale stuff.
Wait for
it
that
to
to be free.
Yeah, that one's really good. And they've just released Series 2, Batman the Enemy Within,
All right.
which I believe is really good as well. It's like a different take on Batman. They do their own spin on it, and it's really good.
Do you think Telltale get a bad rep?
I think they do, because there's not much. I mean, we spoke about it in work. I remember we spoke to Cassie about it a while ago, and she was like, "Oh, I hate it. It's rubbish. You're just walking around pointing at stuff." And it's like, yeah, that's the game. Like, you know, like it's the story that you get invested in, into. You know what I mean? And I'm sure maybe John or something was saying like he hated it as well, or
really?
there was somebody else saying they didn't like it.
It's basically an interactive story, isn't it?
Yeah,
And that's why. Sorry, Nick. That's why I like The Wolf Among Us, because I enjoy the story of that. I've got the first Fables comic that it's based off. It's you get invested in the story, and like with The Wolf Among Us, it was like all these weird versions of fairy tale characters, and I was like, I'm bang into this.
Well, I get more into the story rather than like the gameplay. Like I've said before, Life is Strange is one of my favourite games, and that's not because it's fucking full of action-packed scenes. It's because I'm proper invested in the storyline.
And there's things in that game which are real choices.
Exactly.
I know, and it's not so much it's not like I'm sure a lot of it is illusion of choice, but especially the ending.
Yeah.
Like there are two complete. I know it's easy to get the ending completely different because there's no repercussions.
I know what you mean, but they are completely different.
The fact that you can get two massively different endings, like what a game Life is Strange is. I'm sure we talk about that like every so often.
We do bring it up often, but like I don't know if you liked it as much as us, did you, John?
I liked it. I didn't like it as much as you guys.
But like that to me is that's if I can't decide if I want it to be my favourite game ever, but it's definitely my top 5 without a doubt.
I mentioned on a recent show that I need to put a list together of my top 10 games ever. Life is Strange is definitely in there. I just don't know how high up the list it is yet.
Mine's definitely within the top 5 games. Like. Yeah.
You know what, though? I think we could do an episode on that, maybe.
Top 10 games.
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
So much to talk about in that first series.
Definitely. And I mean, while we're on Life is Strange, the second episode has just been released. I've not actually had a chance to. Sorry, I should mention this is actually the Before the Storm game. The second episode of that has been released. I've not actually had a chance to play it yet, but I'm so ready. I'm ready to cry my eyes out at that ending. But yeah, I absolutely love Life is Strange, and I just
Cool. All right.
Just one last thing. If Telltale are listening, do a Twin Peaks game. Get in touch.
Oh my God.
With David Lynch. Do Twin Peaks.
My God,
shout.
that needs to
Series
happen.
4. Yeah.
That genuinely needs to happen.
Yeah.
That's a great shout. That. You could, Telltale though, like they could do a game on loads of different things. Like
I mean, they've done Minecraft, haven't they? And
I forgot
I've not
to
played
mention
them,
that,
but I'm sure they're probably good. You know.
That's just released its second season, hasn't it?
I was going to say this. Like, there's 2 series of that, 2 of Batman already, 4 of The Walking Dead. Like, why is there only 1 of Game of Thrones? You'd have thought they'd have wanted to keep.
I feel
those
with
out,
Game of Thrones, like because like they're obviously trying to keep everything under wraps.
Maybe
they probably need to be a bit more careful.
Everything with HBO and stuff.
They need to be a lot more careful with everything they do with that.
Yeah, probably. It's probably more trouble than it's worth for them to like work around the show plotline.
So maybe at the end of this next season that's coming up next year, they'll be able to release just
a whole
like a side story.
Yeah.
I'm like you mentioned how some of them have got multiple seasons. Wolf Among Us has only got 1. But a second season did get announced for that a couple of years ago. Oh, yeah. So I've been sat there waiting for years now for that.
Is it not, season 2. Is it coming out then? Yeah.
I remember the last I heard it was definitely going ahead. So I'm still hoping.
I've got to admit, there's one achievement I've not got from The Wolf Among Us. There's something you've got to do. You can either pick something up or not pick it up, and you get achievements either way. And I've got to go back and do the other thing to get the full set of achievements from it. Yeah. But I really enjoyed Wolf Among Us. That was good.
Cool. All right. I just wanted to talk one last game before we move on to Eden Lake.
Yep.
Bloodborne.
Yep.
I want to play it again. I don't know why though. Because
it is an amazing game, but it's just the time commitment it's going to be to play that. I spent a week to get through like the first level. I remember playing it like that week it came out. I hammered it every night of that week. Finally defeated Father Gascoigne after a week of playing it, and it was just too intense.
I think I'm like probably these days slightly above average in terms of like being any good at games. Bloodborne for me, I just it's too much commitment. Like the first time I played it, I had my mate over. We got right up to, what was his name, Father Gascoigne.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do that on my own because I didn't know where it was going, what it was doing. But I kind of just appreciate the game because of what it is. Like mechanically, it's a good game.
Yeah.
The fact it's hard, I don't think should be a benefit for it. Like it doesn't matter if a game's hard or not. Yeah. But it is an unforgiving game. But it's also the art and stuff for it as well. Like it's such a stunning looking game that they took such a departure from Dark Souls and Demon Souls.
Like I was going to say, like I played Dark Souls, and like the first thing you come across just annihilates you. And those, like, from what I've heard, Bloodborne is just essentially the same kind of game.
It is.
And like it basically is trying to make you think like, right, you're gonna die unless you're extremely smart about everything you do here. And
but the funny thing is with Bloodborne is the point of it is to die almost. You have to die to come back with more XP to then get past the bit you just died at. Do you know what I mean?
You get more XP for dying?
Not so much XP, like you get like more. When you die, you can then come back and go to the spot you died at and pick up everything you just had with like, but like it's like times 2 or something like that. But you get more, not souls, that's demon souls in it. What do you get on Bloodborne? I can't.
Is it blood vials?
Something like that, maybe.
Is that demon souls?
Maybe. But you get more every time you die. You get more of something when you come back.
It's a mental concept because, like, honestly, like I've not got the patience to do it myself. I bought Dark Souls 1, I think it was, on the Xbox 360 a few years ago. And like I said, I died at the first boss, but I think at the first boss in that game, like, it's a cutscene and you're supposed to die and then you carry on after that. After that, though, like, literally everything you come across is just a fucking giant spider or some shit, which you die at within 2 hits. And unless you're let me say that again. Unless you're ridiculously smart, you're going to die within a hit or 2. And I like I say, I've not got the patience to do it myself.
I think
at all.
I think the boss design, both mechanically and artistically, is always great though in those games. Like there's some really strangely thought up things.
Like some of that stuff is nightmarish in that game. There's a bit with giant crows that look like they're dead on the floor. They're just lying on the floor with their wings spread. You walk up to them and just start flapping at you. They can't fly properly, but they just jump at you along the floor. And you're like, oh my God. And have you seen the demonic pig thing, the giant demonic pig in a tunnel yet?
Oh,
the weird thing is you can completely avoid this to get to Father Gascoigne. There's 3 routes to get to Father Gascoigne, and I went all the way around to get like as much XP or whatever it's called as possible. And there's a giant tunnel, and you start off at the front of it, look down it. There's something coming towards you, and it's just a giant demonic pig.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah, and you can kind of like cheat kill it. You can go like up over the tunnel, get into the tunnel from behind, and just like whack it in the bum, just kill it.
I watched a video once of someone speedrunning Bloodborne, and I think they basically cut out about 15 hours of the game by there's an exploit where if you double jump in this corner of a wall, you can jump over, and it basically takes you deep into the forest, but straight from the city at the start. So it's like literally 10 minutes into the game, you can get straight into the forest, and that if you run in the right direction,
like if you're skipping 15 hours of the game just with that jump, what when you die instantly?
Well, this is it. Like you can just run, and like you can run all the way through.
Okay,
you can't. Yeah, the sort of speedrun I was watching didn't complete the game, but basically showed you can get to this part of the game which is so distant into it, things that I can't even imagine because I didn't even get out of the first town bit.
Yeah,
but it's that game basically opens up, and I still haven't seen much of it, but that game opens up into some really interesting landscapes and different schemes, like color schemes and stuff as well, like stuff I've never seen and might never see. It brings me on to, have you heard of Cuphead yet?
Yeah, I've still not played it yet, but
that's a game that's like notoriously difficult. It's came out recently, but that's a game based on, is it like 1920s animation,
like Mickey Mouse cartoons?
Yeah, so it's like old animation. But there's been people who've been getting converters and playing that game through an old 1920s, like 1930s TV,
Right.
which sounds like quite amazing. Have you seen it, Nick?
I haven't.
Have you not? It's basically, if you imagine that old Mickey Mouse animation.
It's like a Steamboat Mickey, isn't it, kind of thing?
Yeah. So it's like
The way he shakes about all the time and stuff. These little cupheads do it, don't
But it's that in 60 frames per second, which is like quite an achievement, I think, because it didn't used to be obviously that many frames, whereas now they're animating it, and it looks so like true,
on, like, yeah.
true to the old style of cartoon. But it's just notoriously difficult. The boss battles are really hard. So I want to play that, but I won't be very good at it.
Can I just jump back to Bloodborne for a second?
Yes, yeah.
One thing you mentioned, it's like an old school hardcore game, like back in the 80s and 90s, but I like the fact that the glitches on the game are almost intentional. It feels like they put them in there intentionally. I killed Father Gascoigne with a glitch. I just kind of got him trapped behind a tombstone in the cemetery and just kept on whacking him.
Yeah.
But like, it felt like it's almost like they put it there intentionally to do
Well,
that. You know what I mean? Like, you can find that to do it.
Well, that's what I mean. I feel like they want you to be smart. They want you to find these things in order to complete the game.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like those That's what I feel like those games are actually doing, kind of thing.
This is what I like is the idea we called it a really good mechanical game and then just talked about glitches.
Okay.
All right, let's take a quick break and then we'll come back and talk about Eden Lake. Right, we're back.
Are we?
We are.
Yeah. Eden Lake's our film.
Sorry, mate.
Eden Lake is our film this week.
Yep.
Synopsis. During a romantic weekend getaway, a young couple not even had a drink and I can't even fucking speak.
Do you want me to do it, Joe?
No. Right. During a romantic weekend getaway, a young couple confronts a gang of youths and suffers brutal consequences. It's got Michael Fassbender in it.
It has.
Yep.
Yeah, it's from 2008.
Before he was like, the megastar he is now, kind of
Yes,
thing.
yeah.
It's got that kid from This
Skins.
Is England in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one was
Turgoose.
That guy.
he popped up and I was like, I didn't realize. I forgot he was in it.
And then there's some twats, absolute dickheads.
Could you mention a couple of the cast? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thomas Turgoose, as he mentioned, was from all of the This Is England TV films. Recently, we all saw him in Game of Thrones in the episode with Ed Sheeran.
With Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, he was Alistair Soldier.
Of course he was, yeah.
Yeah, the main hoodie, Chav, whatever you want to call him, Jack O'Connell. He's from Skins, I believe. I never watched it, but
I never watched it also.
I didn't, but he was a popular character on it.
Yeah,
with the fans.
It's been in like films like Starred Up, 71, Unbroken, which is by Angelina Jolie. Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Jolie.
It's not Jolie.
Let's not get into this, guys.
Ask Roger Ebert if he wasn't dead, he'd confirm it was Angelina Jolie.
But it's Angelina Jolie.
Jolie.
We'll pick this up on another show.
Yeah, we'll do a film verse, yeah. With Jolie's.
Jolie.
He was also in Money Monster as well last year, the George Clooney film.
Right, I've not seen that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He was the guy who held him up in the studio.
Oh, was he actually?
Yeah.
God, he's older now,
Yeah.
obviously.
But so 2008, directed by James Watkins, who, a British director, has also done like The Descent Part 2, which is nowhere as good as Part 1, nowhere near. The Woman in Black, starring Harry Potter. I thought that was okay.
Daniel Radcliffe.
I already hate it because Daniel Radcliffe did it. So.
Oh, one for you, Nick. He's done an episode of Black Mirror as well recently.
Which one?
The one where there's a young lad who's caught on webcam and he has to do whatever's asked of him.
That was a good episode, actually.
It's called,
that was quite a shocking episode.
Yeah, it's called Shut Up and Dance, another Game of Thrones connection. It had Jerome Flynn in it, who's Bronn.
Oh, yeah, he did. You're right, yeah.
Yeah, so he directed that, yeah. So
that's mental, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to jump into it? Eden Lake?
So basically Michael Fassbender and what was the name of the actress?
Mary Riley, I think.
Yeah. He takes her to a sort of a quarry that's got a lake in it.
Yeah. He's been there before, hasn't he?
He has, like back in the past.
It seems like he went there with the lads. Well,
it sounded like his dad and his mates.
Oh, was it his dad?
I think it was his dad and his dad's mates or something.
Okay.
But
yeah.
they get there and on the radio you hear a little news story about the youths of today.
I noticed that, yeah, about parenting and stuff like that. And,
yeah. So like I first watched this film like obviously when it came out. I was trying to think, is this that film? And then when that bit came on the radio at the start of the film, I was like, yeah, this is that film. So you hear them moaning about the youths, and
and like the lack of parenting, and stuff like that. And
so they have a drink in a pub, don't they? And they notice that there's some kid playing up, and
see, this bit in the pub confused me. I'm sorry, but it confused me because he was stood there at the bar, and the bartender was just completely ignoring him. And then as soon as his missus came up, he was like, "How can I help you?" I didn't get the relevance of that. Why was?
Oh well, just an attractive woman. Just ignore the.
Oh, is that what it was?
The goofy guy, yeah. Just being awkward, basically. Being a bit of a git, like.
That's fair enough.
Basically, laying the groundwork for what we're going to see throughout the whole film.
But like you say, there was the kid in the back.
Yeah. So there was the moment where Michael Fassbender, his character's quite called Steve, isn't it?
Yeah.
Steve's like, "Oh, I wish someone would give that kid it," and then he's
I've got the actual quote. Is that?
Have you? Yeah. Go ahead. Go for it.
It's like that child. He needs a good. And it's whoosh. You just hear the slap.
And then he's like, oh. But yeah, the mum who slaps the kid, they catch eye contact.
They look over, don't they? Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
giving them evils.
Yeah. So at this point, you're kind of like, yeah, this is a bit of a strange place. This. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the village.
Well, it's the Midlands, isn't it? It's like
it is like the Midlands, yeah.
They're acting as if it's like I don't know, Cornwall or something, or like
Royston Vasey.
But it's just like a council estate in the Midlands.
There's a bit further on as well. They're in a cafe, and they're just talking, and like some woman comes over and she says like, "Oh, have you had some like trouble with like the youth or something?" And he's like, "Ah, yeah, just kind of a bit kind of thing." She's like, "Oh, it's not my kids." Like, I was like, all right. Well, so that gave me an idea. I was like, okay, so all these kids are spoiled, but they're also fucking beaten down.
Yeah, there's there's a bit where they're on the little beach bit, and he's with his woman, and she's in a bikini and that. I think Michael Fassbender's pretty reckless at this point.
He is. Typical male bravado, isn't it?
Yeah,
the ego takes over.
Yeah, so there's a group of youths nearby, and one of them's got like a Doberman. It's quite a scary looking Doberman.
Yeah.
And the dog keeps coming over and barking in her face, and he's basically. These lads, and there's like one girl with them. They're clear like little dickheads, basically.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
Yeah, so they're blasting the music over and stuff. And so Michael Fassbender's character goes over to them, and basically goes, "Can you turn the music down?" And the kids are like, "Can't hear you, mate." So it's like some, the obviously like dickhead response to that. So Michael Fassbender bends down and turns the radio down. And I was thinking, you've just crossed the line there. You've just touched their stuff. Like, it doesn't, they're in a public space. You're in a public space.
Yeah.
Like, technically what he did there, he's touched their property. So he crossed the line.
Yeah.
So it was him just being Michael Fassbender. Basically, what I'm trying to say, this entire film was because Michael Fassbender.
Let's not say that, because what they did to them two, just like.
I'm not saying it was because of the radio.
It's not justified because he touched the radio.
No. I'm saying that, like, it's because of his male, like, the egotistical bravado. He's brought this on himself because he should have known I shouldn't be getting involved with this. Because,
I mean, I if that was happening, I'd be like, let's just leave this ball on the floor. Let's go.
Yeah, it'd be like, right, let's not start.
Exactly.
Let's go find another part of the quarry. Let's go over there.
Yeah.
But at the point where they confronted them, they like those teenagers they just got his number. Then they're gonna be like, right, well, we're gonna make your life hell.
They go back to that beach a few times, don't they? And like you see some weird things like the bags have been like emptied or something, or there's like a dead fish or something in there. I can't remember what it was, but there's like some things like okay, and I think they stay over there that night as well in a tent, and you're like, they're gonna die.
So like this bit though, Michael Fassbender Steve, no, the actor. As they're driving, he notices like one of the bicycles of one of the kids, and he's like, right, one of the lads obviously lives in this house here.
And this again pissed me off. I was like, what are you doing?
So he invites himself into the house.
Yeah, I was thinking this, like, you can't just walk into somebody's house.
Like, so you're like a tourist, and you've came here, and you start walking in people's houses.
Yeah.
So he gets upstairs, and then obviously, one of the kids lives there, but the dad comes home, and the dad's there. So Steve's like. Steve.
Dad was from like Misfits or something, wasn't he?
Ah, right.
Sorry.
All right. So Steve's upstairs, and he can hear the dad into like downstairs, and the dad obviously he's got the idea there's someone in the house.
Yeah.
So Steve then climbs out the window, and at this point I'm like, you're so in too deep here. It's like this is the second thing you've done, which is like bringing it upon yourself.
And this was after his car was blocking the drive, and he's missing out to fucking drive it off.
Yeah. So like, I'm not saying like he brought it on himself. Like I did just say that, but like he should have known at this point. Like you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. I don't care if some like you've had a run in with a bunch of bellends, but you can't then go and invite yourself into the family home. Because you just can't do that, can you?
Yeah.
You just, if you were an adult about it, you go, right, it was just some dickhead teenagers, forget about it, move on. But yeah, he was looking for trouble, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on that, you mentioned earlier about the radio incident, as if like that was the turning point of the whole thing that kicked it all off. I don't think you're that far off, to be honest. I think it's way overboard, this film. Like, it's the dog death that turns Jack O'Connell into like a psychopathic murderer all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was almost just your average chav before that,
just a
wasn't it?
chav.
But then like the bit you're on about...
Sorry, can I just jump in? You know, you say the average chav. When they were on the beach, he'd brought a pair of binoculars with him.
Came prepared for any hot girls on the beach.
So there's no one in the quarry except for like them and Steve and his missus.
Yeah.
And he's brought a pair of binoculars to spy on his missus. I just wanted to bring that up. I thought that was really who brings binoculars to a quarry?
Yeah.
Like,
when all you're doing is playing music and with your
getting
dog and your
pissed
friends. Like,
and smoking weed.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, don't forget the binoculars, boys. But yeah, carry on. The dog death.
It's basically just your average chav at this point, isn't he? And then
well, yeah, maybe not the average chav, like your average dickhead chav.
Your average dickhead chav, yeah. And the car gets stolen, doesn't it?
It does.
And so they kind of go into the forest and they're like, right, let's try and see what's going on here.
Yeah.
And they go in and they're all around the campfire in the middle of the forest.
And Michael Fassbender's like, look, give me my phone, give me my keys, my wallet back.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that was quite, you know, like if someone said to me like, you've stolen my car, you've stolen my phone, you've stolen my keys, I'm like, you know what, mate, I might actually just give it you back, because I mean I wouldn't steal it in the first place though, so I don't know if that's how it works, but I don't know actually how it works when you steal stuff, people's stuff. Do you give it back, or?
I mean, I don't know what we're supposed to think about Jack O'Connell's motivations in this film. Has he always been like a psychopath, and this is just what tipped him over the edge?
I think you are supposed to think that, because just skip into the end. I
was about to say, like, should we wait? We'll get on to the end and we'll ask that question again.
Okay,
because I think you get an answer at the end.
Yeah.
Because this has not happened before. They've never killed anyone. Like the reaction of the friends around him doesn't suggest they've ever murdered anybody before. Do you know what I mean? This is the first time.
I feel like what I feel like this film has like kind of shown is these are just like your average like teenagers, and they've gone and done something, and they've managed to make it just spiral out of control, and it's gone from just this very small thing where they've stole a car, and then from that their dog was killed, and from there they were just like, all right, we're gonna get him, we're gonna teach him a lesson, and then from there it's like it's just spiraled completely out of control. I think it's done a really good job of showing like how something so small can just build into something so.
Definitely, there's just this one massive part of that spiraling chain that just seems so out of place for me. The bit after the dog gets killed, I'd be fuming if my dog got killed accidentally or not. I'd be absolutely distraught. But it then cuts from that to them catching Michael Fassbender, and it just cuts from him like wrapped up in barbed wire. It's like, whoa, hold on a minute.
No, that for me, that scene was just so gratuitously like placed in there, where it was like, right, this is the torture porn section of the film where we're gonna stab him a bunch of times, get a switchblade, and it's like, for me that.
Like, I know you're upset about your dog, but
I don't know about the barbed wire bit. I think that was. That I don't know why they decided to wrap him up in barbed wire.
Where did they get the barbed wire?
I don't.
Binoculars, barbed wire.
I mean, there was a fence all the way around the enclosement one with barbed wire, so that might have been where they got it from. But I don't know why they decided to wrap him up in barbed wire. That seems a bit daft, if you ask me. But
the only part,
but the bit after that, where they start stabbing people. I think like this again, it was just it's kind of spiraling. Like people were starting to get a bit cold feet, and he was like, right, I need some way to make these people stay here and not go and snitch on me. So it was like, right, I need to get these people to start stabbing him and record it. And like I say, it just kind of spiraled from there.
The only bit of that entire sort of scene I liked was he had the dog's chain around his neck. I thought that was a nice bit of symbolism.
There's like, one bit when he gets away later and he's like, finally get this fucking dog chain on.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Next point.
Well, I mean, we can jump from there pretty much too. This is for me where I can't say I really enjoyed it when I first watched it. It really affected me when I first watched it, this film. And it wasn't as powerful on this watch. And because it just seems to spiral too quick. And Jack O'Connell is just too much of a psychopath out of nowhere kind of thing. And for me, the next big scene like that is when he kills the little Asian kid.
Yeah, that.
I was like, what? Like, he just burned the kids on fire.
There was that, right? So
before we can get that, that's quite a bit further on from when he's tied up. That isn't it? That's like a good half an hour to 45 minutes.
For me, it's half an hour of running around.
Before we go on to that, can I just mention? Do you know when he's tied up? I didn't get why like his missus decided to
hide overnight.
Call the police. And like, what are you trying to achieve here?
She could have been long gone by this point. She could have been over the hills and far away. Like
why couldn't she just ring the police? Why did she need to Bluetooth the police?
Because she only had a GPS.
Yeah, she's Bluetoothing off the signal of the other phone.
But still,
I know she should have known that the other one was going to ring.
That's what I mean. But still, she could have just run off anyway, couldn't she? Like,
if you remember when he said "get away," like she ended up like just staying in a hole for the night. And apparently was like minutes away from where they were anyway. So it's like you should have just liked it. Like it takes about an hour for it to run out of forest later on. Just use that hour there, and you could have been back with help.
Yeah.
And you were just talking about this bit where they burn a kid, and just slightly before this bit,
well, I want to add some context to that.
I want to bring it up, but basically, like she's running away on her own after Fassbender. It's Steve. He died at this point, hasn't he?
No. Oh, well, sorry. Yeah.
He had died at the point that she'd met with a little kid.
Yeah.
And she's with this kid, and he's like, yeah, we just need to go over it. I'm sorry, going. It's so clear that this kid has been paid off by these guys, or he's been manipulated by these kids to bring them to you. Why are you so stupid? It's not that hard.
Yeah. So this is a kid you sort of meet earlier on in the film, and it's a kid who obviously got bullied by these other teenagers,
correct,
and he obviously leads them straight to the teenagers. Leads her to the teenagers, and the next scene. They're both tied up together.
She's got
Steve's dead body,
firewood all around her.
Yeah, she gets woken up by petrol getting thrown in her face?
I think so. Yeah.
And you said like it was quite a bit of a jump him burning this kid. I mean, the fact that they're burning her in the first place. I mean, like Steve's dead on the other side of the tree from her, and they've got all this firewood around them. For some reason, their thought is, let's burn them. Let's just kill this woman that's alive.
I was going to make the point that when they start the fire and she manages, I don't know why they didn't realise that the fire would burn the rope before.
Yeah, I know.
It burn her.
So she ends up getting away, and he's like, I'll like, they put a tyre on the kid's head.
Little tyre.
And basically say, if you keep running, I'm going to kill him. Like, if that were me, I'd be thinking, you got me in this mess.
Yeah.
Like,
go nuts.
See you later. And then it is pretty harrowing, though, when you get up to the top. She gets up to the top of the hill, and you just hear it go off.
The screams.
Yeah, but then
you hear the screams. It's pretty awful.
But then she screams. I'm like, are you trying to escape or what?
Yeah.
Do you want them to hear you?
It's I mean, like what John was saying before. The first time I watched this, I thought it was quite harrowing. Didn't have the same effect on me this time. I was like, I
mean, the first time I watched it, which is this time, I've never seen it before. I liked the film, and I thought it was proper bad and, like I say, harrowing. I just hated that character, that female character. I thought she was not helping herself in the slightest on one bit of the film. Like this bit when she's running away after like they burnt the kid. Like she's making all the noise in the world. Like if I was running away from people that are trying to kill me, I would be as silent as as whatever's silent. I don't know what's silent. But I would be so quiet, and she's running away going, I'm just like, what are you doing?
She does that.
Are you trying to be caught?
There's like a classic horror movie cliche when she like steps on a spiky bit of wood.
Oh yeah.
It goes right to her foot. It's like, just watch where you're going when you're being chased by murderous
That's what,
hooligans.
I feel like no matter how fast you're running, you're not going to stand on a spike, are you?
And then pull it through the other way.
Yeah.
Like she pulled it right through her foot.
Daft.
I was like, yeah, all right. So she ends up running into a road, doesn't she? And finds. Am I skipping anything out here?
This is quite near the end, but like I don't think.
It's half an hour of her running around the forest.
I do want to mention one bit before we get to when she runs to the road. That kid that was from This Is England.
Oh yeah.
He seems to kind of have a bit of a
flash of a conscience.
Well, he didn't seem to be that into it in the first place, but he kind of comes across her in the forest. And it's like,
well, at this point she's so far gone.
Oh, she looked mental at this point.
Yeah.
She was covered in shit, and she just didn't look right at all.
Looked evil.
She looked
like a monster of the forest.
Yeah.
Can we just mention before that bit, the reason she looks like shit, she's been in that shit bin.
I don't know if she has though.
No, she jumped in there.
She just crawled out of that bit when he turned up.
Oh, because it wasn't it? Yeah, because the
shit,
people were there. Yeah, right. That was right. You're right.
I just love the fact.
Yeah, she was in
you
that.
You can smell that bin through the TV.
Oh, I literally felt sick. See, I felt this. Yeah. Well, basically, she's out there. She's covered in shit, and she's like breaking the glass to get the map off the thing. And this kid from This Is England comes along. It's like, Miss, and he's clearly just trying to be like, I don't want anything to do with it, kind of thing. He's got a conscience, like you say, and she just stabs him in the neck, and it's with a big piece of glass that she took from the map casing, and it's. Yeah.
It's quite. She's shocked at herself, isn't she, at that point? Because she's done something she never thought she'd do, which is stab a child. Which I don't think anyone really thinks they're going to do.
One down, 5 to go.
But this, for me, leads on to one of the better scenes in the film, where it's the main chav leader comes along, and because he hears a scream, and they find the body, and one of the more reluctant mates basically stands up to him, and he's like, I don't want anything to do with this. And like when he basically knocks him to the floor, like the main chav guy knocks the other lad down, but he starts laying into him, and like there's some vicious punches, and then he starts stomping on him as well. Like the way it's shot as well, where it's the camera looking up at him. I liked how that was done, because that's pretty eye opening. Where you're just like, fuck it, hell.
Like you can tell he's not all there at this point.
Totally gone. So he's like killing his mates.
I was going to say, are we led to believe that kid's dead after that?
Yeah, definitely. Because he just absolutely.
So at this point, we know that there's 2 kids. Well, not including the little kid that was
the fire kid. 3 kids.
There's 3 kids dead there at this point, and then, like you say, I don't know if you want to just skip to this bit like you did like before, but she came across a road, didn't she? And it's
a van, isn't it, that sort of pulls up and helps her.
Who's looking for the kid that she stabbed? I believe.
No, it's I think it's looking for one of the other ones, isn't it?
Is it the one that it was one of the dead ones?
It was one of the live.
No,
ones.
it was definitely one.
It was the other one with the knife.
It was
the simple looking one,
the lanky one.
Yeah,
was it actually?
Because he's talking to him when he gets out. It's just like, Mum's been waiting, looking for you.
Oh right.
Then she drives off in the van.
I feel like
it's definitely his brother.
I feel like he was talking to the ringleader at that point.
No, his brother's not dead at this point. I don't think.
It
might have been the ringleader.
I got the impression that it was the kid that she stabbed that the kid was looking for.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
that's the impression I got. I might be wrong, but let's go past there. But anyway, she comes across this road that she gets in the van. This guy's like driving towards where she just come from. She's like, we need to go the other way. I need help. And it's like, no, my brother's like, I've not heard from him in hours, days. I need to find where he is. He gets out and he speaks to. I'm not like you. I
think it's the ringleader in this other one.
I think it's the ringleader. Yeah, it might be the brother. You like.
I mean, there is 2 of them there that he's talking to.
Oh, it might be.
I don't know which one is the brother.
It might be the brother as well. Yeah. But she takes the van, doesn't she?
She just realises straight away and heads off.
So on her drive back, she comes across the girl who'd filmed a lot of the incident. Just runs her over.
So God, I forgot about that.
So that's 4 of the children dead.
Yep.
She's driving off. And this bit pissed me off a bit. Not gonna lie. The next bit, she's driving and she's in this town, and out of every single garden she could have crashed into in the town, and I'm sure there's not just one house, out of every single garden she could have crashed into, it was the garden with all the, not just one, but all the parents of the children that were torturing her and her boyfriend in one garden.
I like that she, I like the idea that she'd been having a bad day anyway. But could this day get any worse? So yeah, she ends up like screaming for help from these people, and there's a moment where you're like, oh, are they going to attack her as well? And what happens is one of the mums gets up and goes, well, somebody get up then, and like they all jump up and try and help her.
Yeah,
take her in. She's passed out, and she's woke up on the couch of like the house, and. I mean, the first time I watched this, I'd clicked on that these are just the kids' parents. But
that one from the cafe earlier, she was there, wasn't she?
Well, like the girl who was ran over on the way back, that mum looked really similar to her. And then you see a Doberman barking.
It's the dog bit.
It's the Doberman where you see that's the moment where I think most people click on.
That's definitely them.
They go, yeah, this is
because there's two bowls, isn't there? You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. And then you just start slow, like the atmosphere turns.
She goes to the bathroom, doesn't she?
Well, at this point, she knows what's coming, and she says, I'm going to be sick. Now, if it were me, I'd have been like, I need some fresh air. So,
get outside.
Get outside, fucking leg it.
Not in the bathroom with an unopenable window.
Yeah. So she ends up in the bathroom, and they start banging on the door when the atmosphere's fully turned. The kids are basically back, and they've said that Steve and his girlfriend have been... basically murdering the children.
She grabs a razor, doesn't she, from the bathroom?
Yeah.
She's like trying to get like one last stand kind of thing. And the father of the ringleader of the kids, like the father comes in and he's essentially just his son. Well, the son's basically his dad, isn't he? He's definitely his father's son, because like they've got these friends around him and he's ordering these friends about like his son did. So it's essentially she's just gone straight back to it. It's almost a full circle, the film, isn't it? She started with these people and she's escaped, but she's back at the beginning, but with the parents.
So the film basically ends with well, I think there's an implied possible rape at the end of this film.
I don't think so.
I was talking about this. I don't think she was raped purely because
he says though, let's get her in the shower and clean her up first. He makes a comment like that before.
I said get her in the bathtub or something.
I we're gonna like clean her up in the bathtub or something.
The only reason I don't think that is that
it was like three guys as well.
Yeah, the only reason I don't think she was raped is because their wives were there. Like. I get they might be a bit deranged and a bit fucked up, but come on, you're married. Your wife isn't going to be outside going, it's all right, she's a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, give it to her.
I don't know. For me, I thought. I read up about it afterwards, and I'd seen a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, basically the son goes upstairs, the ringleader, and he hears them screaming downstairs, right?" So I think most people think she just gets murdered or she's being murdered at that point. But there's the bit where we'll go back to the question of, do we think he was just like a psychopath the whole time? He's still got the glasses. He's still got Steve's sunglasses.
Yeah.
He puts them on and basically pulls them down his nose and looks at the mirror. And there's not a shred of remorse there. He is a complete psychopath. His mates have been murdered. He's murdered his own mates. Murdered another kid. Killed a guy. Tortured him. Now he's listening to his dad killing a woman that
he's definitely like got it from his dad though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's psychopath.
His dad has definitely passed on this fucking psychopath. What did you call
psychopathy?
Psychopathy.
Yeah, psychopathy. Well, should we talk some general points of the film about the genre of hoodie horror?
Yeah, just on that end bit, like when I first watched it really wound me up with that ending, like, and it makes the blood boil kind of thing, but didn't feel it so much this time. I think she probably gets. You can hear like 3 big screams when he's walking up the stairs, then it just cuts off, kind of thing, as if that's it. She's dead. Like,
I mean, talking of that ending, I think it's Do you know, like The Mist? We all liked the ending of The Mist.
Yeah.
For this film, I feel like that was the right ending. I liked it.
It's funny, isn't it? Because I love the ending of The Mist. There's a cruel irony to that. But I suppose there is in this, but it doesn't work as well for me.
You're right.
I know what you mean, because like most horror films, like the escape at the end, don't they?
Yeah.
Like the escape, they've been tortured this entire thing, and then they get out, and it's like they live happily ever after kind of thing.
Yeah.
But for some reason, in this one, like.
I thought it was a creative end to the film.
Yeah, I don't think it worked quite as well as the Mist's end.
No, definitely not. No, the Mist one's in top 5 best endings
definitely,
ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it worked for this film. I'll give you opinion.
I still can't buy that out of every house in that town, she landed in that house.
It was like a village, though, wasn't it?
I know, but a village has more than one house.
But if there happens to be a party with most of the village
in one of
night,
the houses of the many houses.
He says, we look after our own.
I know, but that was one house in a village.
Yeah.
Like the chances that she's actually landed in that house, like, don't even tell me the odds of that, because that's ridiculous. But like, I can't buy that personally. I like the ending. I think like I like the fact that she didn't just get away and live happily ever after and move in with whatever his name is. But
Steve.
Yeah. Just going off the end bit we were mentioning again, when I mentioned I first watched it and it really affected me. I thought it was because like they were getting away with it. I was like, oh, they're just getting away with murdering 2 people and there'll be nothing done about it. But watching it now, I'm like, that little kid got burned in the woods. He killed one of his own friends. Like, how are they going to cover that up? Do you know what I mean?
It's not, are they?
Yeah, it's like they're not going to get away with this. Like, it doesn't.
I think the idea is that it was Steve who was doing all that.
Yeah, maybe.
But that was what they were saying, because there's no witnesses to him beating his mate up to death.
Maybe, yeah. And the girl got run over.
To be fair, yeah, they could literally cover it up by saying he was there.
The only people who, like the other 2, didn't witness any of that. So
just felt a bit too far for me, the Thomas Turgou's death and the little Asian kid getting burnt. It just felt like
torture porn.
Just jumped up here kind of thing, yeah. As you mentioned, hoodie horror, one of the first of the genre.
Yeah.
Like Harry Brown, that was another one.
The late 2000s, it was rife.
Yeah.
Harry Brown was like 2009.
Do you know what
I think so.
This film reminded me of? Like, I didn't actually watch it because it actually just knocked me sick. I couldn't carry on watching it. But there's a film called Funny Games.
Yeah, you're right there. Yeah.
I couldn't finish watching it, but basically, it's a family with kids as well. They go on holiday, and there's basically these people, and they basically just torture them like in disgusting ways. I've only recently learnt from John that the director's point in making this film. In fact, you might as well tell it yourself, John.
Michael Haneke said, like, I don't think he's a big fan of horror films, but he made that film as if to say, oh, you like horror films, do you? Here's a horror film for you. But it's not enjoyable. I like Friday the 13th because they're like a roller coaster ride. You watch it, and it's pleasant to watch. It's fun to watch these teens getting knocked off in inventive ways. There's nothing fun about seeing this family just like tortured and killed for like 90 minutes. It's literally tortured
and killed in the most disgusting ways ever.
But I feel similar to Eden Lake, though. I didn't enjoy it.
Well, I'm going to come on to that, with my rating. Like, this is I feel like this is, again, not enjoyable. It's a more effective watching the Funny Games, because that just feels like a director trying to make a point. Do you know what I mean? Like he's trying to, you like horror films, do you? Then watch this. You won't enjoy this. And it's like, yeah, I won't. You're right.
It is disgusting. Funny Games, though.
Yeah. Like, have we seen? Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, like they're basically just like I remember one scene where they're just being fucking smacked across the head with like golf clubs.
Yeah, and got the golf balls out and stuff. Haven't they?
Yeah, and weren't they like literally hitting?
I think they killed the husband with that, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I remember seeing, and I couldn't carry on watching after that. It was honestly, I don't even get affected by horror films that often, but that just knocked me sick. I was like, I can't watch this anymore. This is disgusting.
It just felt like that was a film made by a director saying like, oh, if you like horror films, watch this, but he doesn't understand what people like about horror films. Do you know what I mean? It's like he's trying to make this righteous point. It's like you don't even understand why people like these films, so you take your Funny Games and get lost.
Yeah.
So just got a few quotes if that's okay.
Go on.
I like the bit in the little like wooden hut thing they're in. and one of the lads puts his foot through the floor.
Oh yes,
Jack O'Connor's like, you fat fuck.
that was I laughed at that.
Yeah, that was quite good. Got a little note here, overzealous commentary on parenting. I think we kind of covered that.
Yeah.
Just the one last thing that we mentioned earlier. There's a big argument about this online at the time, that this film is like an incitement about class prejudice, saying that all working class people are scumbag murderers, basically.
It's a war on the working class.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, if you're middle class, do not go anywhere near these people. They will kill you.
Yeah. Bloody horror.
Yeah. And we've had a few class debates in the office kind of thing. I think like this kind of plays into it.
Yeah.
So I think I kind of agree with that argument now, that it is a bit like, you're not going to get killed if you go camping in Birmingham, you know.
It's I watched it thinking this is a very 2008 film. You know, with it's like a social commentary almost, if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, definitely. That was the rise of the ASBOs kind of thing.
Yeah, right. There you go. Rise of the ASBOs.
That's part 2. That's
the name of the episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we give ratings? We have to give ratings.
Yeah. Shall I start off?
Yeah. Start off. Yeah.
Like you mentioned before, it's hard to rate this kind of film because I think bits of it are scary and effective. But it's not pleasant to watch. Like I mentioned before, it's not a pleasant film to watch in any way whatsoever. If you watch Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, you get enjoyment out of the inventiveness of the kills and stuff. There's just nothing like that here. So, like, you could give it a high rating because it's so effective in that term, but it's not enjoyable or pleasant to watch. So I'm just going to give it a very light 3.5.
Nick?
Like that, like that's the exact rating I had in my head.
Really?
But like, I feel like, I don't know, I was more disgusted by it. Like it just knocked me sick. This film, but yeah, I've got nothing else to say. To be honest, it's 3.5 for me, to be honest.
Okay, I would say that this is almost like the English version of Last House on the Left.
Oh, that's a good comparison. Yeah.
They're both in the same sort of realm, aren't they? I don't like this film. Like you made a point then, John, about it being effective in sort of the terror almost. I've just not got time for that, me. So for me, I'd be giving it a 2 out of 5. There are bits in it, like the line about "you fat fuck," that made me laugh, and there's certainly some good moments in it, but for me, I just didn't enjoy it. The credits came on, and I was like, 2 out of 5. Yeah, I think it's fair from me. That.
Can I jump off the back of that? Like, one thing that it is effective with that has stuck in my mind. You mentioned about the whole thing of Michael Fassbender confronting these chavs. Whenever I'd be in a situation like that now, in the back of my mind, I'd always think, remember Eden Lake, you know, if you go and confront these chavs, you could end up tied up with bloody barbed wire.
Yeah, class warfare.
So in that regard, it has stuck in my mind, kind of thing, you know. I'd
make the point that the Daily Mail gave this 5 out of 5, and for me, that means this film's shit.
Fair enough.
All right, should we, Nikki, do you want to give the social media away? We've ended the show. Yeah.
We're on Twitter, not at Twitter, like I normally say. We're on Twitter at DST Podcast. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/DST Podcast.
Yep.
Or just
search it.
Just search Don't Spoil the Ending. You'll find it.
We're on Instagram as well. Just search it.
Just search Don't Spoil the Ending on Instagram. I don't actually know what the URL of that is.
We found out what it was last week, but I can't.
It was like don't spoil the ending or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
your personal Twitter?
My personal Twitter is at DSTNick.
Okay. I'm at it's Joe.
Yep. I'm at Taylor1980, and you can email at don'tspoiltheending@gmail.com.
Cool. All right. I've enjoyed the show this week, guys.
Yeah, cheers, guys. I'm looking forward to next week.
Antichrist next week.
Yep, Antichrist will be coming out on the 31st of October.
Halloween episode,
yeah. And we're picking one. I've not seen it, but we're picking Antichrist, which
I've never seen it.
It's kind of like if you were to do Halloween episodes, you would build up to Antichrist. You wouldn't do Antichrist as your first ever Halloween film.
Yeah, where do we go from here? Like,
there's nowhere to go, is there? It'd be like maybe The Exorcist next year.
Oh, I would love that.
Do some classic ones. All right, let's finish it there then, boys.
Fantastic.
Thanks for listening, and
thanks very much.
Yeah, cheers.
We'll have Antichrist for you next week.
Yeah.
And the film Antichrist. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.